The dense fog clung to the pines like a shroud as I drove deeper into Blackwood Forest. My girlfriend, Clara, sat beside me, her fingers nervously twisting the hem of her sweater. We'd been dating for 2 years, and this weekend camping trip was supposed to be our chance to reconnect after months of bickering over trivial things: work, bills, the usual. She'd found the spot online, a secluded clearing called Whispering Hollow, nestled in a remote corner of the forest. "It'll be romantic," she'd said, her eyes bright with hope. I couldn't say no. The GPS died an hour ago, but Clara insisted she knew the way. The road narrowed, branches scraping the sides of my old Jeep like skeletal fingers. By the time we reached the clearing, the sun had vanished, leaving a twilight that felt too heavy, too still. The air smelled of damp earth and something sharper, like rust. "Creepy, but cozy," Clara said, forcing a smile as she hopped out. I nodded, though my gut churned. Something about the place felt wrong. The trees loomed too tall, their shadows twisting in ways that didn't match the faint moonlight. And there was a sound, a low rhythmic hum, like a heartbeat buried in the earth. We set up camp quickly, pitching our tent near a gnarled oak that looked older than the forest itself. Clara lit a fire, and for a moment the warmth pushed back the unease. We roasted marshmallows, laughed about old times, and I felt the tension between us melt. She leaned against me, her head on my shoulder, and whispered, "I love you, Ethan." "I'm sorry for everything." "I love you too," I said, kissing her forehead. For the first time in months, I believed we could fix things. Then the whispering started. It was faint at first, like wind rustling leaves, but it grew sharper, more distinct. Words, or something like words, slithering through the air. "Stay, stay, stay." I froze, my marshmallow dropping into the fire. Clara's eyes widened, her hand gripping mine. "Did you hear that?" she whispered. I nodded, scanning the darkness. The firelight barely reached the edge of the clearing, where the trees seemed to lean inward, watching. The whispers grew louder, overlapping, a chorus of voices that weren't human. Too guttural, too hollow. "Stay. Forever." "We need to go," I said, standing. But Clara didn't move. Her gaze was fixed on the oak tree, her face pale. "It's calling us," she murmured. "It knows us." "Clara, snap out of it." I grabbed her arm, but she yanked free, stepping toward the tree. The whispers surged, now a deafening cacophony, and the ground beneath us trembled. I stumbled, catching myself against the tent. When I looked up, Clara was gone. "Clara!" I screamed, my voice swallowed by the forest. The fire flickered, casting wild shadows that seemed to dance with purpose. I grabbed the flashlight and ran toward the oak where I'd last seen her. The beam caught something carved into the bark. Names, dozens of them, etched deep, some weathered to illegibility. At the bottom,
I can't tell what happened next in the short story. For the full story, link below.